So the basic procedure here is that I've got these sleds loaded up with mass. These particular sleds have cork on the bottom surface. Have them hooked together, so when I pull on the front one, they both come. And I'm going to hook force meter to this string. Notice, pull a little bit, nothing happens because of the static friction. But if I pull hard enough, the sleds will move slightly. So if I measure what's going on using the SparkView software, right now it claims that there's 0.8 newtons of force. That's because I haven't zeroed the sensor yet. So there's this button that says 0. As soon as I hit that, now it's reading 0. There's still some little glitches, notice. Those measurements are like 0.1 newtons or something like that. And I hit 0 again. Doesn't really make much difference. That's just something that happens with digital sensors sometimes. You probably noticed that on balances, that the reading, like in the last digit, will just sort of fluctuate. That's because the last digit is uncertain. So I'm going to pull gently, and I'm going to increase my force gradually till I feel the sled start to move. And you see that spike there. That spike was when the sled started to move, and it represents the transition from static friction to kinetic friction. And one thing I want you to notice is that my sensor has become uncalibrated. And it looks like even those peaks are in a different place than they were before. Usually it's more reliable than that. So when I record the data that I'm going to give you, I'm going to be hitting the 0 button in between every spike. 0, pull, till it moves, then I go back, hit 0 again, pull, till they move, relax it, hit 0, I don't know why it moved that easily that time. So I'm going to be doing something along those lines, and I'll do it for these two cork sleds arranged this way, and then I'll stack them together and do it again. I'm gonna have to get creative with the masses, but I'll figure something out. So now that they're stacked, the normal force is the same as before, but I've changed the area. And I'm going to do the same measurements like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, those ones are cork also. I'm going to do the same thing with this like white plastic bottom. And then again, with this black felt bottom. So there's 3 different surfaces. You're going to get the same procedure with all of them. And then I'll provide you with the data files that contain these spikes.